You started here, you end up in Cleveland, you end up in New Orleans, you end up in Baltimore, New Orleans again. So you've seen a lot of different places. You played for some really good big-time coaches, all with different personalities. My belief was that that was actually beneficial for me. You know, it could have done all the years here, that would have been a possibility, but I kind of, especially in older life, appreciate the perspective of another spot. Do you feel that way? You know, getting to see a lot of different things?
There's definitely a lot of redeeming qualities from seeing other places, experiencing different coaches, seeing different parts of the country, witnessing different fan bases, seeing how your family has had to grow together. All we've had is us.
Right.
Our family unit is really close because of all the stuff that we've gone through together. And so I wouldn't give that up for anything. Part of me would love to be like a guy who's played, 16 years in the same place.
It's Teddy. It's the Teddy. It's the Teddy.
Going to get his gold jacket or his red jacket.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And is an icon in a certain area and never has to pay for another meal. And there's something really appealing about that.
For sure. There absolutely is.
That your roots got to go deep in one place. Like that's awesome. One thing that we long for right now is finally have a place just to call home and settle down, which we haven't been able to do because we've been moving.
If you would have asked me, the couple years we played together, shoot, I played against you with the Jets more years than I played with you. I wouldn't have guessed you'd have been the guy that played 16. When at that point did being the long-term guy, because it takes a different level of dedication. You got to really love this
I wasn't
game.
a guy that wanted to play 16. I mean, I remember having a conversation. I was in the training room, I think after my second MCL sprain or something like that, thinking, I had surgery after surgery. It was really rough. Playing here is not an easy place to play. It's not an easy place to play. I tell the rookies all the time, look, if you can make it through, it's going to make you a really good football player, but this is not an easy place to play.
I think
that was tough.
We should get credited for a year and a half here.
Credited
seasons. It shouldn't be one for one. We should get like 1 1/4. Like one,
I agree.
That's my argument.
I agree 100%. So, I mean, it wasn't until, I would say, I don't know, it's been 1 year at a time, but once I got to about 7, 8, 9, you get to 10, and you say, okay, I'm gonna take this thing 1 year at a time, just see how I feel, see what opportunities are there, see where I can go, and then I'm really stubborn. I'm really stubborn, and I'm a fighter. I don't ever give up on anything. Sometimes positively and sometimes to my detriment. But there was never a time when it clicked and I thought I would play 16 years. That just kind of happened.
Tom's TB12 system has got a lot of fanfare. It's a nice business he's got going. His approach is something he credits for all that he's done. But how has sort of your approach gotten you here? And is it something that's teachable to someone else, or is it kind of just your thing?
Well, some of it is obvious. It's honestly the TB12.
Okay.
Some of it is taking my old butt up to that clinic after practice every single day, and seeing the body coaches there and getting worked on, and so that's part of it. Definitely, I've been working with Alex since I came here. Probably about after my first 5 years here, I started working with him off and on. I always have somebody that does the dry needling. I have somebody that does the massage. Somebody that does that method. I have the nutrition, that sort of thing. I always try to watch what I'm putting in. So it's a combination of a lot of things.
Obviously Patriots fans are excited for the season. Expectations are always through the roof, through several roofs. What are you guys still looking to accomplish? I personally have a lot of faith in what's in that room, but I'm excited to see what you can do with it. It's kind of like y'all are going through your preseason games together. These count. But that collection, that configuration of dudes hadn't been on the field a whole lot together. I think it can go somewhere. I'm curious to see your perspective.
Of course, that's always the goal. I mean, we know that there's a lot of good teams. Good teams with great talent doesn't necessarily guarantee that you're going to do anything after the season. It's about what team plays together and plays their best football at the right time. And so that's what we're trying to do. Right now, obviously, it's a very good football team coming in here in 2 days. So we need to play our best football of the year this week. And then beyond that, you know how it is. You tackle that.
Can't see past your nose.
You can't. You really can't. And people think that that's crazy. Like, you guys are, no. Anybody can beat you at any time. And you can beat anybody at any time if you're playing right and you're playing together and doing the thing you're supposed to do. So our goals really are short term. And my goals are short term, which is, dealing with Kansas City on Sunday.